Hello, and welcome to another episode of Riding Cars with Books. I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm Gillette Celeste Slurping.
Oh my god. That was not even English. Today, we are going to be discussing Primer, Clashing Colors by Jennifer Muro and Tomas Krajewski. Art by Gretal Lusky and Nicoletta Baldari. It's a DC all-ages book, and this is book 2 in the series. I believe Jennifer Muro and Gretal Lusky created this character.
They did.
And wrote the first of 3 single issues, and then a new creative team took over. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. So the art changes a third of the way through,
well,
but not much.
Right, and so this is volume 2. Volume 1 actually came out as a graphic novel first.
And then
they re-released it in 3 single issues going into the second volume, which they released in 3 single issues.
Yes. So, if you don't know, Primer is, well, her name is Ashley, so we already know who she is. Spoiler alert. And she wants to be taken more seriously. Now that she kind of knows that she has powers and what they are, she wants to be taken seriously, and she really, really, really wants to be a Teen Titan. And she wants them to be her friends. So that's kind of her whole ploy here is...
She tries a little too hard.
Just a little. And you have to remember, if she's annoying, that she's only 12. She's going to be annoying. She also is adopted. So she lives with her adoptive parents. And she started to call her dad, Dad. But she's still struggling to call her mom, Mom. Because she kind of feels like... My mom died when she gave birth to me, and I don't know. She had some weird feelings.
Right.
So she
doesn't want to forget her real mother.
Yes.
Is really what it is.
And her dad's a piece of shit, so she's okay with that.
Yeah, her real dad is right.
I mean, she's not okay with that, but she's okay with calling someone else dad.
Correct.
That's her philosophy. And so there was interesting family dynamics because of that, and trying to get to where she's comfortable calling her mom. So I enjoyed that part. There's Deathstroke makes an appearance. He's the villain in the book.
Yep.
And Ashley makes a new friend called Violette.
Right.
Or Violetta.
And there's some fallout. You know, whenever you make a new friend, some of your old friends don't like your new friends.
Yeah, so she has some thinking to do regarding her bestie. And her bestie is my favorite. I love him so much. He's so sweet. Yeah, that is basically the synopsis and not a nutshell. What did you think of book 2 of Primer?
I enjoyed it. I always enjoy Gretal Lusky's artwork. So she did the first issues. She did the interior art of the first issue of this. And then the second, third issue of this was done by Nicoletta, and then Gretel did the covers.
Yeah.
So this book really, the volume 1 was amazing. It was one of my favorite books when it came out that year.
Which was like 2020, It's been a while.
And I love that book. And so going into this, I had very high hopes.
Yes.
So this book was good, but everything was the next step in her progression, so it wasn't all new. And so I think some of that was done very well in how she wanted to join the Titans, but she kind of lost herself in the way and kind of lost the character a little bit in the way, because I need to do this. So it was a very much a growth arc for her.
Oh yeah, it felt like a bridge to maybe her appearing more in the main DC universe, not just in her standalone book and that's it.
Right.
So this felt like more of an introduction into the DC world, and maybe being part of the Teen Titans, because she is around the same age as them, this version of the Teen Titans. And she was a little obsessed with trying to prove herself to her father, Well,
her father's a bad guy,
He's in prison.
So her father really wants her to be a villain.
Yeah.
And she's trying too hard to impress everyone.
and he wants the paints.
Right.
She gets her
explain the paints.
She gets her powers from paint, and each paint has a different power. So she can basically pick 3 different paints and have those 3 powers. And so they were designed. Were they designed for her father?
Well, they were designed to do something else, and then he was going to steal them, and then she got them. So they were actually made by her adopted mother.
Mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she has different costumes and different wigs too. So it was very interesting, like seeing all the different versions of her. And yeah, she can do anything because her power. She can pick and choose her powers, and she was getting a little hot-headed with her choices as well.
Right.
But
or she was trying to be something for a while. She was trying to be something she really wasn't.
Yes, and that's why she drove a wedge through her and her bestie, because he was looking out for her, and she was trying to do too much.
Right.
And then the new friend, Violette, wasn't what we thought she was. Turns out, spoiler alert, she is Deathstroke's daughter.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Deathstroke has ulterior motive here, and Violette was just warming up to her for that purpose.
But they did a good job with all of that also.
Yeah.
Because at the heart, like, Primer is actually a really good person.
Yes, she's really sweet.
So
Ashley, she's funny. But I just really like her as a character because she's colorful and bright and annoying, but very realistic as a kid.
Yeah,
like,
she very much is. Like, they do a really good job with this character. I like this character a lot. I hope to see a lot more of her in the DC universe.
I hope so.
Like, they really could expand her out, kind of like they did Galaxy.
Yes.
Like, so Galaxy was another character that was in one of these books, and then I guess year before last, they did a Hulk Girl miniseries, and so they kind of aged her up to be close to Hulk Girl's age, and
yeah, they
became friends.
This is kind of like the Teen Titans Go Teen Titans, right?
Right. Well, yeah, it was the teen. It's like the Teen Titans group before they made it the Kitty Go thing. So, but yeah, it's the main group that everyone is kind of used to.
Yeah, they're really young.
Right, but they're younger, so technically they could, with some of the stuff that they're doing now, they could basically age her up some and have her be a part of what's going on in the Titans. And I think that would be a good story too, because I kind of like to see where she is today.
She learned a lot in this book.
Yep.
And I would love to see where she goes from there, and more of the father storyline, because it kind of left it where he wanted to escape prison and go after her. So I'm curious what's going to happen with that.
Right. Yep.
Oh.
Making a turn.
So yeah, check out Primer. Read the first one first.
Yes.
It's just called Primer by Gretal Lusky and I guess Jennifer Muro.
Right.
But it's wonderful. Highly recommend.
Yeah, if you want a good, fun read that's enjoyable, read Primer.
Yes.
Both of them.
I really recommend the first one. It's my favorite.
It is.
Alrighty. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.